still standing.
Come on. Amen.
Sometimes I might look like a crow out in the field, but I'm still standing.
Yes.
Smile painted on my face. But deep inside I'm crying, and I'm tore up from the floor up, but I'm standing. My heart is heavy and it's painful. And when I get my moments, I go alone and I cry. And nobody sees my tears, but I'm asking God, when are you going to move for me? They keep saying it's my time, but it ain't got here yet. When is it going to come?
Come on, speak.
I'm overwhelmed. So David said, he began to understand, he had to remind himself that I've been in places before where I've been overwhelmed. I remember when Saul sought for my life, but now I'm king. So I remember being overwhelmed. And what did I do in those times when I was broke? And I ain't had no money and Saul was gunning for me. Poverty caused me to bend my knees and run to the rock.
Hallelujah.
But now I got money, I'm packing money. And I can drive a BMW. But I'm overwhelmed with other stuff. But I remember back then when I was overwhelmed and I needed resources, I ran to the rock. So it's the same rock that sustains. So he says, when my heart is overwhelmed, see, in their times, look at what he says here. He doesn't say, I run. Look at what he says. He says, lead me. There's a difference. Because one word in the song says, I run to the rock, and the rock I find safety. But he says, this time he says, I'm weak, I can't go by myself. Show me the way. Take me there. Lead me to the rock. Take my hand. Lead me on. I can't go by myself. I don't have the strength. I don't want to go. I need your help. Assist me to get there. And now to wrap this up, he says, briefly he begins to say, he begins to remember. And the things that he remembers is that God has always sheltered him. God has always been a defense for him. God has heard his vows. And the other thing is, he says here, he says in the 5th verse, where he says, thou hast heard my vows. And this blew me away. Thou hast given me a heritage of those that fear thy name. Isaiah said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And even every tongue that will rise against me in judgment, I shall condemn, for this is my what? My heritage. He's given me a heritage among those that fear him. Come on, a heritage. A heritage is a part of inheritance that's been passed down to me. And then I love this. In the 7th verse, look at this. He asks God, he says, oh, prepare. Listen to this. Oh, prepare mercy and truth. So sometimes we have to ask God to make a preparation for us. He says, prepare it for me. Somehow it's been lost and it's been taken and it's been dismantled and it's not here anymore. So I need you to prepare for me mercy. Prepare for me mercy and truth. This is the same man that said in the 23rd Psalm, for surely goodness and mercy will follow me. And this is where it changes. This is the whole transition period right here. So now he says, so will I sing praise unto thy name. Come on. Forever. So will I sing praise unto thy name forever. I know that I'm not going to continue to walk in this place. So even right now, I got a new song that's springing forth up out of my belly. Come on, because of my new song says, it's a new day. Come on. Where there were rain clouds and now the sun is shining, it's a new day. So I can put a big smile on my face. And I don't no longer have to hide my tears. It's a new day. He says, so I will sing praise unto thy name. And what does praise do? We say when praises go up, what happens? So you know that we can dare to get a song in our heart. Come on, let's stand to our feet. If we can dare to get a song in our heart and begin to praise his name. And not only did he say this, see, his praise wasn't, he made up in his mind, my praise is not going to be conditioned on my circumstance. Because I know there are going to be some good days and there are going to be some bad days. Huh? What the song say? I've had some good days. I've had some bad days. Huh? I've had some hills to climb. But I won't complain. David says, you know, I'm going to sing my song. And he didn't just say today because I know you've answered me and you're bringing me up. He says, forever will I sing and praise thee. Hallelujah. Forever.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Unto thy name forever.
Yes, yes. Hallelujah.
And then he says something here in this last part of the 8th verse. That I may perform my daily vows. That I can now, because see, when and I'm going to be able to sing this song to perform my vows, because when my heart is overwhelmed, it's hard for me to go about my day-to-day activities. It's hard for me to function and do whatever it is I need to do, and for me to get done what I need to get done within the scope of a day. It's how my mind can concentrate when I'm overwhelmed. But you know what David said? He said that, you know, even in the midst of my being overwhelmed, I know that there is a rock that I can go to, that God will lead me to. Come on, the rock is Jesus Christ, the Lord, the God, the rock.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes.
So when we're overwhelmed, God will lead us. The psalmist David said in the 23rd Psalm, he said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I ain't going to be scared of nothing. And it's not because of me. How I will fear no evil. You know why? Because I know you're with me. I know you're walking with me. I know when I turn, you're going to go with me. I know I might fall, but you're going to be there to help me out. And I know you're going to lead me. You're going to lead me through these green pastures. And then you're going to top of that. You're going to prepare a table right before me. And that's good, but what's better? My enemy's going to be there to see it. Right in the presence of my enemies, the table will be spread. my fortress and my strength, my God in whom I trust. I shall never be afraid. Because I'm going to lie down. Now I got some peace beside still waters. Because right now he's restoring my soul. For his name's sake. Oh, come on, somebody. For his name's sake. For his name's sake. You're great and I love you, but I'm going to do it because I honor my name and my word. My word above my name. But for my name's sake. For my name's sake. Because you dare to call on me and call my name in the midst of your problems. You dare to stand on this rock, tired and weary and exhausted, and still say, I'm going to stand. I don't care what you say. I'm going to stand. I don't care what goes on. I'm going to stand. I might lose my job. I'm going to stand. I might lose my car. I'm going to take the bus and stand. I might lose my house. I'm going to stand. I might be in a shelter. I'm going to stand. And I'm going to stand until he show up. And bring restoration.
What you talking about?
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Come on, grab a hold of this new day. It's a new day to be.
Yes.
Come on, the winds of revival are coming. Come on, begin to tell them your things. Begin to tell God. Begin to tell him thank you. Come on, thank you for the rock. Thank you for Christ Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you for making a way out of nowhere. Thank you that even though you don't see the way, you know the way is already been made. Come on, thank you. Thank you because you know angels are going out before you and making every crooked way plain. Thank you because you know he's prepared to take right by the still water and releasing peace.
Thank you, Lord.
So I can rest.
Sweet rest. Thank you, Lord.
What you talking about?
Because you know how tired I am. Now I can rest.
Yes. Hallelujah.
I look out and I can see the waters.
Come on, first lady.
And they're so calm and so refreshing.
Yes.
And every once in a while I might get up from here and take a dip in the spring. Because it's over now. Hallelujah. Tell somebody it's over.
It's over.
It's over. It's over. It's over. Come on, tell them this was just an episode. It's over. It was episodic, but it's over. It wasn't enduring. Because God is enduring.
Yes, it is.
And he overshadowed that episode and released grace, mercy,
Mercy.
and truth. Come on, give the Lord a hand.
Thank you.
God is doing something special. See, I knew when that woman showed up and tried to